Thank you for tuning in to TalkWad.com, the world's fastest growing internet radio network. Please check out all the other great shows on www.talkwad.com.
You're listening to TalkSlamRadio.com. From our studios to the world, we bring you the finest in quality entertainment. So grab a beverage, put out the Do Not Disturb sign, and settle in for another fine show from TalkSlamRadio.com.
Yeah, we're going to start out the show with a little song. You don't have to fade it out right now, Will. This song is by Mr. Mention and Mr. 15 minus 9. It's called Super Duper High. Check it out before we get underway on How Did We Get Here Tonight? Yeah.
My vision gone HD, I can see the wind. Got me looking through her clothes, I can see the skin. I'm like, damn dirty, where the blue dashes at? The drove gone, then you need to call your cousin back. Hold up, I'ma hit Mr. Mansion up. He got the 5K denied, I spin the dub. It's all love, ain't no season above my eyes standing like I got Japanese in my blood.
I tell you, how could you not like that song? I'm telling you, Super Duper High. Check it out. You can check it out on YouTube too, can't you? Yeah. Well, I tell you, tonight, right here on How Did We Get Here, we'd like to welcome everybody for tuning in, and we hope you are. My name is Antonio, a.k.a. Hey Dude, and I've got Andrew Reed, a.k.a. Mr. Mention, sitting right to my right. He is one of our co-hosts here. Our little soiree tonight consists of me and Mr. Mention, and we've got a lot to talk about a few different things, that's for sure. I hope everybody out there is doing fine. I hope everybody out there is having a great year, starting it out just right, the way you like it. Anna Chaos, unfortunately, could not be with us this evening, and we hope she feels better. And Tow Truck, if you're out there, give us a call. We hope everybody's okay. Hope your family's doing okay, that's for sure. And I'd like to thank again for some people showing up over at the toy shop at Oldsmar Flea on Tampa Road. Come out to visit us out there. I really appreciate that, saying hello and checking out all the wonderful collectibles. And I've got a couple I'll be talking about tonight that I brought in with me. And thank you for visiting the wine shop. That was great, having a drink with one of the viewers. That was very interesting. I appreciate that, Melanie, for coming out and visiting me. Yeah. So, Mr. Mitchin, how you doing, man?
Wonderful blessing, giving thanks and praises and, just loving the people because,
Yeah.
2013 is all about loving the people.
Well, I tell you what, 2013 for sure. We, so I guess slowly but surely maybe we'll get something together, that's for sure. If I could ask Will to turn up my headset for me a little bit, I'd really appreciate that. I don't know if we're running it. It's all live. See, this is what happens on live TV or live monitor or whatever you want to call it. And we've got the wonderful Adam coming in here making things work for us. Look at that. I'm telling you, he's going to be on a little bit later to tell us his little journey and what he's been trying to do to make things happen for himself. Yeah, it's kind of working somewhat. I said, hey, hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. That was Adam. Hallelujah, hallelujah. I'll tell you, you know what I got to say? That's right. That's what we're talking about. A matter of fact, we are going to start talking about the song that you heard prior to me talking was called Super Duper High. Mr. Mention, would you like to tell everybody about that song again and what it's all about and what collaboration you have going on with 15 minus 9?
Well, that song is actually written by 15 minus 9.
Okay.
He had great inspiration with that song, and I just kind of collaborate with him on it, trying to give the fusion of the hip-hop and the reggae vibes together,
Yeah, because, I mean, you definitely, whenever, even on the collaboration you did on a compilation with RB Crow and yourself and Czech Republic, you could immediately. I immediately I know it's your voice. I mean, you have a unique voice, so it's like okay, you just have that deepness and that richness that just comes out, and I could pick it out immediately. And yeah, it was a great collaboration. It's a great song.
Absolutely.
I mean, that's for sure.
You know, it's all about, you know, people having fun, people being
Right.
happy, you know.
Right.
Around this time, you know, people are a little bit, you know, not so happy and all, you know, certain things are not really directed to the people for them to dance and enjoy themselves.
Right,
You know what
right,
I mean?
right,
So
right.
that Super Duper song came in just for people to really have fun. You know, it's you know, we're making a video right now for it, and it's, you know, I am in the video and I'm laughing, you know.
Sure. Well, I mean, it's fun. That's why I said, hey, if you need a token white guy with the long hair, you know, I'm there because I'll do all kinds of crazy shit, man, to make somebody smile. But yeah. So and this how long have you been working with Mr. 15?
About 4 months now.
4 months.
Yes,
4 months.
you know.
So that's pretty cool, man. I mean,
Yes,
you know.
it's a
Well,
it's a blessing.
you've cut how many songs? 3 songs that I know of.
Yeah, but we're coming out with an album, you know, very soon. We're working on it in the studio very hard right now. We're just pretty much just putting it together, you know, just you know, kind of getting the people to understand, because you know it's a new genre.
Right.
You know,
Right.
it's a new genre. And
Right.
a lot of people so far, the moment they hear the song, they're drawn to the song, and that's what we
Yeah.
need, you know,
I
so
mean, no, it's definitely get up and dance.
the
I mean, you know,
collaboration
it's just it's got that, you know, boom, it's got that feel. I mean, it just pumps right through your body. I mean, well, we hear it through the headphones. You viewers at home that are listening to it, depending on what kind of computer you have and sound system connected to it. But I mean, a CD, if you actually put the CD in and listen to it on a sound system, it's just knockout. And where can I get this CD again? Tell
Well,
them that information.
right now the CD is not out yet. You can you can buy the single song, you know, on online. You know, you log on to www.15-9entertainment. You log on to mrmention.com. You know, you can find the
They can
music there.
contact you through Facebook
Absolutely,
or
you know,
www.mrmention.com. Or
Mr. Mention 75 on
now,
Twitter. You
if
know,
they
so-
contact you through Facebook, because this is what some other viewers had asked me, and like I said, I've had some computer problems, but
Yeah.
I had one that said, "This is the email where you can email me directly, and I relay everything to our guest, and it comes directly to me, and that's Antonio, the number 1." at hotmail.com. But if you want to find me on Facebook and become a Facebook friend, all you have to do is type in Antonio YAK, and you'll see my mug right there. And send me over a friend and friend request, and I'll shoot it back to you, and we'll be Facebook friends and give you some more information. And with yourself, with Facebook, how can they contact you through Facebook to talk to you directly on Facebook?
My Facebook name is Andrew Reed 1 and Andrew Reed 2. Mr. Mention also, you can hook me up with Mr. Mention.
Okay.
You know, on Twitter it's Mr. Mention 75. You know, my website is www.
You know, I have not done. You know, I tell you what, this
.com.
is a crazy thing. Is that Anna has hooked me up with everything that is out there.
Yeah.
I mean, let's see what they've got. I don't know. Maybe Will, you can help me out there. What are the or Adam? Either one of you. There. Let's see. There's Twitter. There's Twatter. There's Monatter. I mean, what's out there? Yeah, I think that's gone.
I use it. I
Do
use,
you?
I use I use it. Yeah.
Right. Right. Okay. Well, yeah. Well, basically, what I was trying to say is that Anna Chaos from RagingNerdgasm.com, Tom and Anna have hooked me up with all those things, and I have yet to use them. They've been doing the heavy lifting, so to speak, on that end of it. But you can contact us and become our Facebook friends, and we'd really appreciate that. Say hello to you and stay in contact. So that's the way they can get in contact with you and also be able to purchase your CDs that you
Straight
have.
from my website,
Yeah.
you can purchase it. You know, I want to say, you know, to Anna, you know, hope you're feeling good tonight. You know, because
Yeah.
she just got in an accident. You know, and
I know that was
we need a
terrible.
word of prayer for her too, you know. Because
Absolutely,
we never
yeah.
know, you know.
Send some prayers out to Anna.
Yeah.
And you know, we were talking about Anna earlier today. Me and Mr. mentioned we were able to sit down and talk some business today. And you know, Anna, if you're watching tonight, we adore you and love you to
enough
death.
love, enough respect.
Yeah, and
Tom, enough respect, enough
back at you too,
know?
man.
Yeah.
Two of the finest people
Tow truck.
you'd ever want to meet. Tow
We're
truck.
waiting on you, okay?
Yeah, we're waiting on you. Another good man. Anna and Tom, wow. I tell you, what good people. And if you need anything done with computers, I mean, she teaches
Absolutely.
art on computers. This woman is phenomenal artist herself.
Great designer.
She just did you see that chalk design that she did?
I didn't see it.
I mean, it was like a 2-day event, and you're on your hands and knees using chalk, like, you know, chalk on a chalkboard.
Yeah,
and she did it black and white, man. It was just out of this world. I was like, oh, my God. But for 2 days, she did that, and it was just phenomenal. And it's crazy, too, because, you know, okay, you do this all over the sidewalks, and a lot of artists show up to do this.
Yeah.
And when the rain comes, it goes away.
Yes.
Just like sandcastles.
Yes.
Have you ever been to a sandcastle competition?
I've never been to a competition, but I've seen a couple of great designs by people.
Unbelievable. I mean, they build, you know, 1-story high art sculptures out of sand, and it's just amazing. You know, they grab it out of sea, but when the waves come in, it takes it back.
They're very talented.
It's like they say, you know, everything that is in the earth goes right back to Mother Earth.
Absolutely.
It all goes right back. But that's the beauty of the chalk art and the sand art is that, hey, you get a chance to enjoy it. And once it goes away, that's it. All you'll ever have is a picture of it. You'll never have it as a sculpture or as a painting because it's washed away with the first rain.
Yeah, well, you know, it's a one-time thing, and not only that, it keeps people knowing that, you know, some things last and some things just don't last.
Right,
You know?
right.
Certain,
You know, that's interesting. You're talking about things that last. I was having a conversation with somebody, and I think we touched a little bit on it. You know, in anything, and when it comes to love,
yes.
and you have to think about it. How much is enough? And if anybody out there, please call.
Well, there's never enough love.
You know what? No, but when you're, I guess when you're in love with somebody, but how much is enough? If somebody's doing something wrong, then my question is, how much is enough before you say I've had enough?
Well, when you're talking about love, there's never enough. You can't give too much love.
Put it right there. That's a perfect answer. There is
give
not.
too much love.
If there is true love,
You know?
it's never enough. You're willing to fight for it. You're willing to try to fix it. You're trying to do anything you can for love. I believe that.
Love is not boastful.
Right.
Love is not shameful.
Right.
Love is
right.
original,
Well, some people believe it to
authentic.
be shameful. I think.
That means they do not know the true love.
They don't know true love, and
You know?
and the question again is how much is enough? Now, of course, if we're talking physical and verbal abuse on somebody, whether it's a man or a woman, because I've seen some women that are pretty big to kick a man's ass, but that I don't agree with
In
at
love,
all.
there's no kicking.
Right, that's exactly right. But you know, when you say how much is enough bullshit do you put up with somebody, well, it's never enough if you really truly love them.
Well, you have to understand, you know, we are all different, you know. We are different people. We are different beings raised in different environment.
Right, but if you truly love somebody, my point is, how much is enough? And you said it right. It's never enough. You can't do enough if you truly love somebody unless it turns into something physically violent or something like
I
that.
said, if you
Then
love
it's time to
somebody,
leave.
it don't really go that. I mean, when you talk about love is pure. Love is 100% authentic. Love is, you know what I mean? You're talking about the almighty love.
Right.
You know,
I agree
that
with you.
is
I agree
pure.
with
I
you.
mean, if somebody, love is not jealous.
No.
know?
I can't do
So
that.
if-
I can't do the jealous thing,
Yeah.
man.
So
No,
if somebody
no.
love and jealous,
What did
then-
you do? Where did you go? How did you do it? Oh, man. No. I couldn't live like that, man.
then it defeats the purpose.
It really
know?
does.
So
And you know what's amazing is that I've always been like that my whole life, and I've dated a couple of girls, and they would say, you know, my God, aren't you jealous at all? And I was like, whoa, please understand something. If I have to worry about you or be jealous about you, then we're headed nowhere. There's got to be trust and everything involved in that, and no.
and you know, it applies to everything. I mean, like I said, you know, I mainly say I love the youths in the community. You know, I
Right.
love them. So in every way, I try to respect them. you know, in the community. I mean, you're loving them, you're respecting them, you're giving them the opportunity to voice their opinion and to voice and reason with you. You know, I mean, many people say, "Oh, yeah, I love the youth," but they won't give them a chance to actually voice their opinion. You know, you have to listen to them. You know, give them a little time. It's the same thing in a relationship. You have to listen. Yep. It's the same thing. You know, you have to just listen and give, you know, each other the opportunity to.
Well, it's funny that you brought up youths, because I stumbled across something today, and it was about Oakland, California, and there was over 400 killings of young black males in Oakland, in this one small part of Oakland, California. And I'm talking, this thing is not more than 200 blocks or something like that in a year. I mean, my God, I mean, you know, oh, man, it just breaks my heart to hear so many young kids, 16, 15, I mean, you know, just mowing each other down. I mean, that's a lot of people dying.
I will tell
that's
you,
a war zone.
That's happened in many places. You just
sure. Oh, absolutely.
And it had to happen in our way for you to hear it because of many different things.
But don't you agree that would be considered a war zone?
Like I said, you know, I've seen many things, many places, and you know, in Oakland is a nice place, and many times the media bring out the negativity within everything.
No, that's not what I'm saying. But 400 deaths in 1 year?
There was a cause.
Wow.
There was a cause for all of that. We're talking about getting.
Well, retaliation.
No,
you killed my brother. You killed my. Yeah, that's what they were. The whole thing that I stumbled across. I was only able to watch about 30 minutes of it, but it was, you know, well, you killed my gang member, so I'm going to kill your family, and then it just snowballs out of control, and it's out of control.
It run right back to the beginning of the whole thing.
You know, I agree. It starts
run right back to kids in the homes.
To edifying, education.
You know, I mean, you know,
inspire them to do other things.
Absolutely. The same thing with Cuban Coffee. You know,
right. There you go.
Inspiring the youths through scholarships. You know, and trying to really elevate the youths them in the community to be powerful.
And you can pick up Cuban Coffee. I don't mean to interrupt you, but you can pick up Cuban Coffee at Arabella's at the wine shop.
Absolutely.
So if you come by, we've got some wonderful coffee, as a matter of fact. And let's see, one of them is creativity, imagination. Aspiration. You know, tell them all.
We got tons of them. You know, we got 5 different. You know, you have inspiration, aspiration. You have imagination. You know, you have
creativity.
Yeah. You know, you have and all these are applied.
Right. Right.
With what the Cuban Coffee.
What's interesting is I have another bag ready to go, and I forgot it in the back in a storeroom. I forgot my coffee. It's sitting there, and it was funny because I told Angel, I go, oh man, I got to remember to get my coffee. And then I got involved doing something else in the wine shop, and I forgot about the coffee again. So.
But through it all, you know,
it's good coffee. It's good coffee. It's eco-friendly.
Absolutely.
And it's organic.
Absolutely.
And let me tell you something. Organic coffee, real organic coffee is very, very expensive. This is a little bit.
Concept of the coffee with a purpose.
Right.
You know, I mean, it's really and truly a purpose because of how it is really touching the world. Not only in America, it's touching the world.
Yeah.
You know, so and it's helping kids all around the world.
Well, anything that's going to help get some scholarships out there with some children. You know, I'd really like some people to call us up about any of these subjects or something that you have seen in our past shows, because you have sent me some emails, and I'd love to hear you live on the air. Please feel free to call. The number is right there in front of you, 727-4022. So give us a call, talk to us, ask us whatever you want. Tonight, Anna, you're not here, but you would have enjoyed this. But I brought in, this right here is a Kindergoth little guy here. I don't know if Will can zoom in on him. That is Kindergoth right there. Yep, that is Dracula. And he came out about 10 years ago. They only made about 800 of these things. And it was just so cute. I mean, you know, come on, man. Dracula dressed up like that. That's not a mean Dracula, okay? That's a pretty cool Dracula. But they got Frankenstein and a dog and a cat, which is pretty cool. And I brought in another thing that you'll find over at the toy shop at Oldsmar Market. And that is the Star Wars, the first day of the stamp that came out in 2007. It's an awesome piece. But these are the kind of things you can find at Building D West, booth number 3. You can't miss it. I mean, I've got a antique rocking horse sticking out the front of the building. But you come by and visit us at the shop there at Oldsmar Market, and that's off of Tampa Road. Those of you that live in Tampa, or actually on this coast, you know of Oldsmar Flea Market. You can't miss it, absolutely. And that's Building D West, booth number 3. Or come visit me over at the wine shop, which is in aisle I on the right side. You cannot miss it. We have wine tasting every weekend, and I'd love to have you back out there to visit us, that's for sure. Another subject that I want to talk about tonight is Mr. Mention, and we have mentioned, that's interesting, Mr. Mention, and we have mentioned that he is going to be taking a journey on X Factor. And for all the viewers out there, we certainly would love your support. Me and Andrew are going to be going out to Atlanta in March, and he's going to be playing for them all. And if those of you at home believe that he can make it, I tell you what, with good spirits and lots of love, and with his great music, I think that he will make it. Matter of fact, he's going to play a song for us. And can you tell us the name of this song?
Well, I'm just going to play one from the album. This
okay. What's the name of it? And tell us a little bit of how you came up with it.
Well, this song is "Woman I Love You." I wrote this for my woman.
Oh, that's a good song, "Woman I Love You." Yeah, that's all. That's great.
The song speaks for itself.
Absolutely.
Hope the people enjoy.
All about love. Mr. Mention, taking it away.
Woman, I love you. Love you down to my soul. I pray every day, woman, you and I will grow old. Hey, little woman, love you down to my soul. Every night I kneel down and pray, ask the Lord to guide my ways. Yes, little woman, you're here to stay, 'cause you've been good to me. You've been good for me, that's why I'm happy.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, Louise, talking to you, my woman. You're stuck to me like glue.
Oh, just like glue.
Hey, Louise. Yes, Louise. Every word I'm saying, it's true. Hey, Louise. Yes, you're my Louise. I want to say something to you, girl. You're on my mind. Every place I go, woman, I love you. The whole world now. Hey, Louise. You're my Louise. Hey, Louise, yeah, you're my Louise. I want to say that again.
Yeah.
You're on my mind. Every place I go, woman, I love you. The whole world now. Hey, Louise, you're my Louise. Hey, Louise, yeah, you're my Louise. You're my Louise, sweet, sweet Louise. You're my Louise, sweet, sweet Louise. You're my Louise. You're my Louise.
Sing it, Mr. Mention.
Hey, Louise. yeah. You're my Louise.
Oh, yeah. I tell you, what a great song. I tell you, what a great song. I tell you what, actually, to be honest with you, and I mean, it's not because we are good friends, it's that literally, I mean, it's all your songs are really great. You can tell that there's a lot of soul that went into them, that's for sure.
Well, we continue giving thanks and praises, and keep practicing and, try to really be humble and put it together because, he that humbleth himself shall be exalted, but he that exalted himself shall be abased. So we just kind of keep it really according to the flow of the spirit that is going on, So,
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. And that's why we want you folks out there to support Mr. Mention on his journey. Like I said, we will be taking off and going to Atlanta for the X Factor. So you will be seeing us. You'll be seeing him. I'll be on the sidelines. You'll only be seeing him. But you'll be seeing him on the X Factor in 2013, which is, I think it airs in about 6 months, something like that. 6-7 months it starts airing.
Yes.
Yeah. So, yes, that is going to be a fun journey for both of us.
Absolutely.
That is for sure.
Absolutely.
And I look forward to that. I really do. I look forward to it a lot.
Look forward to meeting great musicians.
Yes.
And to collaborate with many people and just to meet the musician them in America. You know what I mean?
Well, we've talked about like Simon Cowell. I mean, that man. Just to have an audience with that man alone is something because what he's done. And I forget, you told me the number. We said it last week, I think. But how many records has he sold?
Yeah,
has contributed to make
something million, something like that, something
300 million,
or maybe I'm not sure. I don't know if it's really
somebody said it was
right now,
more.
But,
somebody last week said more or something like that.
Yeah,
but I mean, even at 300 million records being sold because Simon Cowell found the artist and helped create
I
it.
really believe it's not because he found the artist. I think because he has a way of using his talent.
Yes, and he's got the ear. He's got the ear.
Compromising.
Yes, without compromising.
And like I say, not even him is not perfect.
Right.
So I mean, that is why you have a judge of three people or 4 people or
Sure.
So in everything he's also humble because he knows that there's a lot of people out there that has great judgment and great
right. I agree.
way of getting the best out of people.
And the other thing is that with X Factor they have musicians like they had Britney Spears was a judge and the other young lady that was on there let's see, it was Simon, Britney Spears.
I think they switch up so now. You have people coming in.
I don't think Britney's going to be there, but I mean they have musicians that have made it and. That says a lot because they get to hear these people, and I think those are the best judges that you could possibly have is people that listen to music, that collaborate with other musicians. Because Britney has collaborated with a ton of musicians,
and that's what it's all about: collaboration. Right. Is being willing to put in the work.
Right, and you also said something about there's a boot camp, which was really interesting that I didn't even know about. That what have you figured?
No, when I was watching it, I watched your previous series, and you're going to boot camp, which is so great because whatever you need to learn, whatever you need to improve on, whatever criticism which is constructive that you need, those are the people.
And it's such a pleasure to hear you say that too, because I mean, what it is that like yourself, I mean, you are a polished musician, and you have collaborated with many musicians. I mean, even Busta Rhymes. So you have worked with people like that, and have done some large concerts, and you've done all these things. And so I was just absolutely thrilled when you showed up over at the shop and said, yeah, let's do it. Let's go.
Well, like I'm collaborating with you right now. I love to collaborate with people.
Sure.
That's the only way as a musician, I think, that you learn and better yourself, because there's so much musicians out there.
Right.
Every one of us have uniqueness. We're different people.
Well, I often say that there's so many wonderful creative people in the world.
Absolutely.
And some get the opportunity and some don't. and you have already cut your CDs. You've done your albums. You've done all this music and tablets and tablets of songs that you've written in your life, and this has been such a big part of your life that now this step here, when you said yes, I'm in, let's do it, I was thrilled, because this is I know in my heart of hearts, I've seen it, that you'll be there.
I'm thrilled to be given the opportunity.
Right,
you know, like I said, you know, when Jah made us, you know, he made you.
Someone asked me about Jah. You need to tell people at home what when you say Jah bless you.
Jah is the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Jah is God.
There you go.
You know, and it's a shortening. I mean, if you read biblical scriptures and you read different books, and you know Jehovah Jireh, Jehovah Nissi, Jehovah Shalom. You know what I mean? You have to, you know, people, you know, he said, call me the first and the last, the beginning and the ending, the Alpha, the Omega. You know, call me that I am. You know, as long as you respect me. You know?
It's interesting. I sometimes say namaste to people, and they're like, what? And it's like, you know, namaste is a way to say many blessings to somebody.
Yeah.
And namaste in Greek means namaste is together.
Yes.
That's what that word means in Greek. Namaste. Namaste mazi. To be together as a whole, as a one, as a unit, which we all are part of this planet, making it happen.
That was namaste?
Namaste.
Namaste. So now I'm learning Greek.
Yeah, actually namaste is a Hindu.
It's Hindu, okay.
Right. But namaste is in the Greek language, when you say namaste, means together, all together. So it translates into, you know, into another language. Okay. I also, tonight, we have a little bit of time, and I'd like to hear a story about one of our sound guys, Adam. He's a great guy. We certainly enjoy him. You know that.
Yes,
we really do.
He does a great job.
And we'd love for Adam to join us tonight and come out and tell us a little bit about his story and his journey and where he's headed. So, Adam, if you're ready, come on out. We'd like to have you on the air tonight. All right. Hey. Welcome. Slide on a pair of headphones and come on in and rock and roll. Welcome, everybody, to the show. This is Adam, and he's going to tell us a little about what is happening, and where he's going, and how he's getting there, and everything else, man. Welcome, my brother. All right, man.
Don't hurt yourself. You know.
Yeah, I tell you, around here, that's for sure.
It's been a long time since I've been in this studio.
Oh, well, there you go.
I'm usually over there.
Well, there you go. Welcome.
Why, thank you.
Well, I tell you what, Adam, we met you. We all, you know, of course, talk, all the hosts of the show and everything. And when you came in and started working a sound booth, we were like, wow, this guy's really on. He's on target. We like him. He's doing everything right. Yeah. So what brought you, what's your journey? Where's your journey, and where's it headed?
Well, what brought me here, I have so many branches.
Sure.
Well,
you need to in this business.
But what brought me here was I used to do a show on public access for Pinellas County. It was called Scream at the Wall.
Oh, that's unique. Scream at the Wall.
And when it got shut down back in 2007, and the public access did, not the show.
Sure.
And the guy that ran the show, John Casimiro, who's also on Colacatolo on TalkSlamRadio.com.
Oh, okay.
Brought me in on his show. I'd say back in August.
Okay.
And it was like a reunion of Scream at the Wall, because he brought Scream at the Wall back to Nolan, to internet radio.
Oh, see, that's cool. And back to what, you know, whenever you say to somebody, you know, hey man, I won't forget you, man. When I do something, remember we talked about that yesterday. Yep. When I do something, I won't forget you. I'll bring you in, and that's cool. That's the way it should be. Again, that's how people should be. That's exactly right.
And I had so much fun doing it. You know, Nolan, he's a salesman.
Yeah.
As soon as we were done, he's like, "You want to do a show?" I'm like, "Yes, I want to do a show. I want to do a show right now."
Yes.
So that's when my show Nerdorama was born.
Nerdorama, I like that.
That's right. Sunday nights at 10 o'clock on NerdcoreRadio.com here at the Talkwad Network.
So you when did you start that show?
In the last week of August. So I've been going a long time with the show.
Wow.
Yeah.
Man.
That's pretty cool.
That's amazing that we've just.
What you were hiding it from us or something?
Yeah, I mean, I didn't know.
Anna knows all about it.
Oh, see, Anna knows everything, man. Anna, call us. We want to hear from
All
you.
right, keep me out in the loop then.
Right. Yeah, just keep us out of the loop. So you've been doing this show.
Yeah, so I
and-
did the show for about a month, late into July and stuff, and then I just started coming on days that weren't my show because I really enjoyed just being here.
Sure.
And
well, it's part of your life.
yeah, and basically Nolan's like, you want to learn how to do this stuff so I can leave from time to time because he was here like
I'll tell
18
you,
hours a day.
Yeah,
and-
he is a hard worker. He's a hard worker.
yeah.
That's for sure.
So he hired me, and the rest is history.
yeah.
No, the
Well-
rest is future.
Yeah,
Oh,
there
yeah,
you go. Yeah, the rest of the future. Well, I mean, you do a great job. So is this?
Wonderful.
I mean, now you've worked. Did you have any prior education to get in? Like myself. I mean, I went to Jefferson James Contemporary Dance Hall and studied ballet, jazz, and modern. And I got kicked out of there. I did. You know why? Because
You're too good?
No. This is a true story. Okay, studied at Jefferson James Contemporary Dance Hall, and it's a big school. And I would go in there, and I asked permission from the dean if I could go in and do my own hip hop breakdancing stuff because they had the right floors, cushioned floors, the mirrors, everything was there, right? So I started doing that, and I took in my own music. I didn't bother them at all. And I went into the studio, and I played my music, and I would do all my dance moves, and I didn't invite other break dancers in to join me or anything, so I didn't bother anybody there. But what ended up happening is that the other students that were studying ballet, jazz, modern, and other forms of dance started asking me, hey, would you mind teaching us that? And I was like, hey, no problem, man. Come on in, I'll show you. And we started doing that. And then before you knew it, whenever I went to school, more and more people started showing up so they could learn hip hop and dance. And,
So you
in
got
that
kicked
form.
out for them being jealous, basically.
No, I got kicked out because, and this is exactly what happened. The dean sat me down.
Don't lie to us.
No, I'm not lying to you. The dean sat me down, and here's what she said. She said, "You are ruining our dancers."
Oh, nice.
And I was like, "How am I ruining your dancers? We are creating beautiful ballerinas." And I said, "I'm not doing any. These people asked me if I would teach them how to do the moves that I'm doing. Yes, but we don't recognize that dance, and it's not dancing. You just look like fish flopping around the floor, and you look like you're having seizures when you dance." And I'm like, I said, "You don't understand. This is big."
It's a
Now-
form of expression too.
Well,
You can't.
yeah,
you can't.
yeah.
Art is. It's. You can't just say this is art and this isn't art.
Agreed. So they're very closed-minded. But this was in 1978, and they did not realize how big
Oh,
hip hop
yeah.
and breakdancing and all the acrobatics that go into it. Because I was a professional gymnast and dancer for so many years, and they didn't realize that how big this thing was going to be. But I literally got kicked out of the school
Wow.
because I was destroying their dancers.
Wow.
I was ruining them.
Well, intimidation plays a big.
No, I don't
factor.
think I intimidate. They really believed that I was showing them how to, tick or pop or,
Well, like
spin
I
on their
said-
back. And
like
they
I
were like,
said.
oh, no.
In the human mind, a lot of human cannot adapt to changes or
Oh,
progress.
Yeah, that I agree with.
You know, I mean, they're locked in their little way of thinking. And why I say little way of thinking, because if you're not open-minded in order to get,
You're small-minded.
yeah, you're very, very small. You know?
Right.
And a lot of these small-minded people are in big positions.
Oh, yeah.
You know,
I have
and
to agree
they
with
will
you.
never ever try to, I have a song called "What Is Life."
Oh,
You
I
know?
love that song. I
What
hope
is
you
life
play it
when
tonight.
you can't look me in the eyes? What
That's
is
right.
life when
What
you
is-
don't want
right.
me to survive?
Right.
What is life when you don't want me to shine?
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, I mean, a lot of people are intimidated or they think they know everything. So,
Right.
in order for
Right,
them to
right,
know
right, right.
everything, I'm not really
I'll tell you, really, it troubled me for a long time because I
So,
was just
I
like,
mean-
you got to be kidding me.
in
Yeah,
that way, you have
that's
to just
terrible.
humble yourself.
Yeah, it was.
and
It
watch
was.
the flow.
It
you
was.
know?
And you know what? I was actually good, and I was a late bloomer in dance. I really was. I did not start doing any form of gymnastics or dancing. I walked around with a shirt with long hair that said, "Disco sucks" in the 70s, okay? But that changed when I found out I was a performer. And that didn't happen until I was overseas in Greece where I saw a different culture. I had been there a few times before that, but as I got older and I was going back to Europe, I was seeing other things.
Right.
And like they were dancing to James Brown. And I mean, James Brown, dun, 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 ow! And they were
love James
jamming.
Brown.
Are you kidding me? Oh, I was like, oh my
I love
God.
James Brown,
I missed
you know?
out on all this great music. Are you kidding me?
First
And this
time
is
I
in the
heard
70s.
James Brown, you know, he said, "Oh my God, I love myself. Let me kiss
Yeah,
myself."
yeah, let me kiss myself. Right.
Jump back.
Right, jump back. Yeah. And you know,
So I love him.
yeah.
I love him.
So the Greek guys were doing, you know how James Brown shuffled his feet?
Yes.
I
Yeah.
learned how to do that in Greece, not America, in Greece, man. And I said, man, you got to teach me how to do that.
You got to go out
And-
and come back in.
And then and then my family, my mother, she said, well, you don't remember what you were like when you were a little kid. And I was like, what do you mean? And she started bringing out all these pictures of me dressing up like a Oriental, like a bag lady, playing the drums. And I mean, in the middle, and these are pictures taken in the middle of these big parties that my family would have at our house. And all of a sudden, here comes their little kid. Here
The
comes
performer.
Antonio, the performer. You
Yeah.
know, I was like, oh my God, you got to be kidding me. And she still has those pictures, man. It blows my mind. But yeah, I got kicked out of Jefferson James Contemporary Dance Hall. Yep, I sure did.
Well, to
But-
answer your question, no. I did not go to school for this. I didn't know anything about sound engineering or anything. My background is writing.
Oh wow.
I was an English major all throughout
The
school.
reason I say wow is because I mean, you know, writing. Well, that's how we communicate. But writing that's a big thing, man.
Yes,
I mean,
I started out slow and I became a professional screenwriter.
did
I-
you start out real slow?
I did some script doctoring for some actual Hollywood movies, and I've sold a
wow.
couple scripts. And
Wow, that's cool. Would
yeah.
you mind sharing what?
I've just done little bits of dialogue for Jeepers Creepers 2.
Oh wow,
Which is
Jeepers
an
Creepers,
awful
yeah,
movie.
Yeah. Well, Jeepers Creepers 1 was great.
Yeah, it
okay,
was,
that was
yeah.
just wow.
That was
man.
really good.
But
And,
that 2 wasn't all that bad. I mean, you
And
know.
I did one of the Exorcist prequels, the one,
Oh,
Dominion,
Okay.
the one that was barely released.
Right. But still,
Yeah.
I mean, still, so you delved into that.
Yeah.
Now, your show, the name of your show again is?
Nerd-O-Rama.
And when you got to tell everybody, when is the.
It's on Sunday nights at 10 o'clock on nerdcoreradio.com. Proudly part of the Talkwad Radio Network. You got
Right.
that, Nolan.
Right. And
what
that's 10 a.m. or 10 p.m.?
10 p.m.
10 p.m.
Yes.
on Sunday nights.
Yes. What we talk about movies, we talk about video games, we talk about comic books, we talk about TV, whatever strikes a conversation.
Right.
We talk about news and stuff.
It
In
almost
the
sounds
nerdosphere.
like, it sounds like, how did we get here? You
Yeah.
know, because, I mean, I tell people, well, how did we get here? And oh, my God, you should have in the beginning. How did you get there? Well, okay, I put on my clothes, I got in a car, I drove here. That's not what it's about. How did we get here means how did we get here as a whole,
Journey.
as a society? Yeah, the journey of people's lives, just like yourself. And I had told you a couple weeks back, I'd like to have you on a show to tell us about your journey. And now we're getting all this information about his journey. You know, that's pretty cool.
I mean, you could.
I love that.
I could
I love
sense
that.
that he has a great.
Yes. Yep.
Vibes towards.
Oh, believe me, we talk
music
about you
and
behind your
stuff
back.
like that. You know,
We
I
do
mean,
talk about you.
You have to spend time out to when you look in somebody's eye, you see the soul.
Oh, you know that. Oh,
know, so,
was
I mean-
I talking to you about that? When people they cannot help it. If somebody is lying to you, they cannot look at you straight
Not
in the
at all.
face, man. They can't do it. It's physically
people
they
do,
can't. Well, I mean,
Believe
I'm
me,
sure
some
they
people
do,
have
but
it down to an art. What? No,
I believe that.
telling you how
But
it
it's a
is,
hard.
'cause I've seen.
It for somebody to lie like I can't lie because I get caught. I
No,
mean,
but
that's
see, the
all.
thing
Oh, I'm a
about-
horrible liar.
Well, like I said,
Yeah.
some people practice it.
I'm only good at being me.
You understand me? So I mean, like I said, but in the world still, is what you do, you can give account for. You can't really give account for what somebody else do.
Right.
Yeah.
Right,
You
right,
can
right.
only feel justified
Hey,
within what
would
you
you
do.
mind if he plays that song?
Absolutely,
He
I'd
brought
love to
it
hear
up.
it.
What is life? You play that for us, man.
anything
All
for
right,
the
man.
people.
I love it.
I'll listen
I
to
love
Mr.
it.
Mention all day.
Yeah, he's good, man. He's good. This song is a great song out there. I mean, share it with your friends. I hope you share this episode. You can always see our past shows. This song is called What is Life? Check it out. Listen to the lyrics. It's pretty deep.
What is life when we have no hope at all? What is life when we can appreciate the rain that falls. What is life when we don't have no hope at all? What is life? What is life? What is life? What is life? What is life when you can look me in the eyes? What is life when you don't want me to survive? What is life when you don't want me standing in the light? What is life? What is life? What is life? What is life? Life is when you hold my hands. Life is when my words you try to understand. Life is when we share all our love, all our love from above. Now that is life. That is life. That is life. That is life. Life is when you hold my hands. Life is when my words is try to understand. Life is when we share all our love, all our love from above. That is life. That is life. That is life. That is life.
Woo! You know, and Adam, I tried to tell people. I said, man, if you listen to this, they've heard you. You know, they tell me they watch you online and they watch your show and they hear you singing. I said, you just don't understand. If you're in a studio, there is no electronic help. He's not getting any help from anything. This is an acoustic guitar, him singing live in a studio. No backup singers, no nothing, and it's amazing.
Oh, the first time I heard him, I was blown away. I was like, that's a real voice, man.
Yeah, it is. Unique as ever. I mean, you know, you can't mistake it. Just like on the Super Duper High song. I mean, yeah, Mr. 15 -9 is great.
Yes.
Yeah, I love his music, but you know that's Mr. Mention on there.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, if you know the voice and you put that together. But what's interesting is whenever he sings, like, you know, his songs, it's almost like he's doing a cover.
Yeah.
Is that what you know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what
it's
you
like
mean,
you're
yeah.
covering somebody, dude. Okay? I mean,
Well, you know, all
no,
my
but
help come
it's
from
your
the
music. It's,
all my help come from the Almighty. I give him praise and give him thanks always. Every
Absolutely,
day, all
absolutely.
day, you know. So.
Absolutely. But you understand what I mean? It's just like, you know, it's so good and so powerful that it's almost like, man, you're covering somebody, man. You're covering somebody, dude.
Who really wrote that
Who
song?
really wrote that song, you know? But no, it's really actually Mr. Mention.
And I have to say, every Tuesday night, because of you guys, when I leave, I'm always playing the Violated song as loud as possible in my car. I love that.
Yeah, you know
thing.
what? Hey, Will, would you mind put that on while we're talking here? Violated. Yeah, this is another song. Mr. Mention, tell him about it.
Well, it is 15 -9. May God bless you.
Yeah.
It is just, you know, emotional song. It's a ladies' song.
Yeah, yo, well, that's for sure.
And it's not what I listen to. That's what I think is great about it. It's like
that's cool.
I understand. I just love how it plays, and I love the music progressions and everything. You know?
Yeah. I enjoy it.
It's totally nothing that I listen to on a regular basis, and I love it.
It's got that.
Yeah.
It's all the songs that we collaborate is just so, trying to unify.
And it's danceable, and at the same time, it's real chill. Too.
Yeah.
Just taking care of the ladies, if that's what you really want. All right, I'm here to play.
Right. Oh, I love it, man.
I gotta play you some of my stuff. I do my own music too.
Oh, that's cool, man. Bring it on.
Original 15 minus 9, call me.
Yeah.
All right, you don't know.
That's I'm telling you, it's a great song.
Gotta big up Cliff down at the Jerk Center.
Yeah, Cliff at the Jerk Center. We got to get him in here. I got to get him in here one day. Talk about his.
You need to bring in more chicken too.
Yeah. Oh,
Well,
man.
I'm
You
gonna
know
have
what?
to
I will
tell
next
him.
week. Yeah.
Will's excited about the chicken.
Yeah.
Well, we can go down there tonight. Yeah, they have domino tournament tonight.
Oh, really?
Yes, every Tuesday night domino
Check that
tournament.
Thanks,
Great
Will.
domino player.
Thanks, Will. Yeah, that is Violated by Mr. 15 minus 9 and Mr. Mention collaborated on that song, and Super Duper High, and another song also that we'll play a little bit later. But and Adam, you're right, because a song is just it's just got that groove.
Yeah, it's so strange. I mean, I've never heard such a great mix of reggae and hip hop.
It's a fusion.
It's like I said, it's absolutely nothing that I listen to. I'm a big rock person.
Right.
I also dabble in. I mean, that's some of the music I do is electronica. I do like trance and stuff.
Gotcha.
But I heard the music progressions in that song, and I'm like, this is amazing.
You know what happened? You know what happened? I don't mean to interrupt you, Mr. Mention, but what happened is that we had a caller call in a while back. This goes back a while, and no, you were here. You were actually doing it, and they said, "Is that all you do is blues?" And Mr. Mention was like, "No, I do all kinds of music." So the next following week, because of that email or the call in, I forget what it was. Remember, he handed you a CD.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, this is going to either go really good or it's going to go really, really bad, because if it all cues up and everything's right, but of course you did a great job.
Of course.
And, yeah, of course. Yeah. And
That's it.
hey, we're going. No. But Adam, he did his job, and all of a sudden, I'm sitting here, Anna's here, tow truck's over there, and all of a sudden you start. Oh, I remember
that. Yeah.
Remember that? Yeah, man. I was like, whoa.
We're just playing the background music. Yeah.
Right. And
that was awesome.
Yeah, and I was just like, and I'd seen him live in concert. Lights up the stage with all his energy, but it was just like, wow. All of a sudden,
you can't really lock it off,
But no, it was just killer, man. And Adam says it too. That night was really crazy. Anna's looking at me, I'm looking at her. I'm like, wow, man.
You have to give praises, every time we give praises.
I can't hear you that much.
Every time we give praises, we say, we say, oh, Holy Emmanuel, Rastafari, Emperor Selassie, Holy Emmanuel, Rastafari. Give thanks and praises.
You know what? What does that remind you of the '60s song? What was that by? Oh my God! Mamas and the Papas. The not the 11 Spoonful, was it? Oh my God! Every time he sings that verse right there, it reminds me of one of those songs that I think the Mamas and the Papas did, or no, it was Aquarius, Life of Aquarius.
Oh yeah, the Fifth Dimension.
Yeah,
Age of
and
Aquarius. Yeah, I hear it now.
You
Yeah,
understand
I
what
get
I
it.
mean?
Yeah.
No, do you hear that?
Yeah.
I mean, it's so cool. Do you know that song?
No, I
Oh
don't.
my God! If you heard it, you would say, "Okay." You almost think I'm going there. You're going there with that.
Yeah.
In Life of Aquarius, I
Yeah.
think that was the name of the song. That's just crazy, man. I was like, wow. So whenever you do that, it's just crazy, and I love
Giving
it.
praises to the Almighty.
Right.
You know?
Come on. Somebody call us up. Ask us a question out here. Don't be shy. I had some people tell me, well, I don't know what to say. Well, say anything you want. Give us a call. Yeah. So what's the next for your journey?
I don't know. Back in 2007, I opened and I still run my own video production company. I do video editing and stuff. And I
Okay.
also do DJ work and karaoke work. And,
Oh, cool. Hey, tell everybody.
I am.
Tell them how to get in touch with you.
It's Plan 9.5 Productions, based on Plan 9 from Outer Space, is what we do. Thought it was
Okay.
pretty funny. But
Right.
you can reach us at plan9.5productions.com, and you can call me at 727-688-6544 is my business number.
Do it real slow again for them.
727-688-6544. And I do, like I say, I do DJing for parties. I do karaoke DJing.
That's
You know,
cool,
We
man.
have
That's
a good
cool.
time.
That is cool.
I do I do video editing for people. You know, I shoot commercials and.
That is something I do miss. I do miss emceeing. I have to say that because I've emceed thousands of shows, and I do miss that because you get that direct. Because when I'm up there emceeing and doing a show, it just comes out. I mean, jokes and this, it just
you
comes.
have the people.
And it comes.
You have the people in the palm of your hands.
Yeah, and it just lifts. I just
Yeah.
MC and I talk and I bring this in or do that or introduce a group or whatever, and it's just the God, the crowd gives it to
the
you.
energy
You give
is
it
just
back.
amazing.
It's
You feed off each other.
it's art.
Yeah, it's hard.
Yes.
Yeah, it is.
You know,
It
I
really is.
mean,
It really is.
for you to have the ability to actually give certain feelings.
It's a performance.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what a performance that when I about 3 years ago, right before I started filming Killing of a Japanese Bookie, the movie, I started going to the Improv, and I was doing my open mic night there. And a friend of mine went with me, and he was just like, man, I could never do that. And there's so many people that say, I'm at home. This is at home for me. The microphone is at I'm at home. I'm doing fine. So when I got up there and did my spiel, I mean, I was at home. And so everybody enjoyed it. Thank God I didn't get booed because, I mean, at the Improv, if they don't like you, because most of them are comedians, it's just like,
Yeah. That's
silence and more silence. So it was interesting that I got good
Not
feedback.
even good enough to get heckled.
Oh,
Well,
God. Yeah.
Or maybe you're just good that they just
They're in awe,
memorize.
yeah.
Well, I just kind of, I threw it out there and, it was cool. And I was at home.
They're like, I want to laugh, but I'm too in awe to actually do it.
Right. Well, I don't know if I was that good, but yeah, I did that quite a few times, and it was a lot of fun. They invited me back, and I went back, and I had some fun. I met some cool people, met some cool comedians. Yeah, so it was a lot of fun. But being me and a microphone, that's like being at home. That's easy. I enjoy that completely. But we certainly enjoy you coming back. I hope you come back on and tell us some more about your stuff. Tell them again how to get in touch with you because you do all these things. Tell them everything you do and how to get back in touch with you.
Yeah, Plan 9.5 Productions. It's the blanket company for all my media work. It's plan9.5productions.com. The point is actually the dot. Some people type out the point, but that's true. And the number is 727-688-6544. If you don't get me, you can leave a message because I get calls a lot, and
there you go.
It's hard to
So
get.
if you ever need a DJ or
are you just saying
karaoke,
that? Because
I am just saying. See, I said it where I looked at here, not at your eyes.
Right, yeah, right. But that's how you can get in touch with him. He does all the karaoke stuff. I mean, my God, he's.
If I'm not here, too, by the way, I'm here.
Right.
I'm here a lot. So.
Right. Mr. Mention, what do you got to say out to the audience out there?
well, all I have
Anything?
to say, it's just more love for 2013. More love. I want to say, I want to really say hello to a friend over in Hawaii, Mrs. Karen. So I want to say
Hello,
hi,
aloha.
I also want to shout out Cliff, Jerk Center.
Tarpon Springs.
Tarpon Springs.
Great food. I'll bring some in next week.
306.
Sorry, it's not smell
Tarpon
TV
Avenue.
because it's good
I
food,
think,
man.
on
It's
the
great
menu,
stuff.
he told me he's gonna make Jamaican national dish this Friday.
Oh, really?
Wow.
Yes.
Ah.
And I think I.
Well,
have
you know
to
what?
go.
Next Tuesday, I'm going to make sure, and if I remind me, because I'll bring another. I need to bring in another plate, and
Okay.
and Cliff made it all special for everybody,
So
and
what,
so
what we want to do? I mean, you know, it's.
that'd be great if I get Cliff down here, man.
It's a rare opportunity,
Yeah.
you know, to have real, authentic Jamaican
Yeah,
food.
all right, that'd be interesting how see Cliff reacts in the studio. You know,
When I don't think there's no reaction. I think, you know, he's a countryman just like myself. So I think
yeah, he's a good guy. man.
Yeah,
He's a
very,
good guy.
very nice person.
Yeah,
Very nice.
yeah,
And he
I
cooks
give him props.
right.
Yes,
Yes,
he
he
does.
does.
Yes, he does.
His food is
Yep.
right.
Yep. That
so
is
we
for
give
sure,
thanks
man.
for him. You know, like I said, 306 Tarpon Avenue,
Yeah, or East Pinellas Avenue.
East Pinellas Avenue.
Yeah, that's
And,
the that's
North
the perks
Pinellas,
of being
North
here.
Pinellas Avenue, 306 North Pinellas Avenue in Tarpon Springs, the Jamaican Jerk Center.
No,
It is a restaurant and it is
good.
phenomenal.
It is very
It really is.
Very
And don't forget, please send us your emails, send us contact us through Facebook. Mr. Mention will be on the X Factor. I will be joining him through
That's
the
so
journey,
cool.
and it's going to be a hell of a journey, man.
That's so
I mean,
cool.
we really
I
look forward to
learning,
it.
to learning, you know, because
Yeah.
it's a learning process, and through it all, you know, like I said, you can't turn.
Somebody
it down.
said, somebody go, well, what are you going to do? I said, I am what they call a buffer. and they're like, what? You're going to what? Buff what? And I was like, no.
Give you a piece of cloth and some
There's a, no,
buff on
yeah,
the
right.
car.
I said, no. There's Mr. Mention, and then I'm there to circumvent
Help,
certain
help,
things.
we're
Yeah,
helping one
circumvent
another,
certain
you know,
things. If he needs something or something's happening, then I can circumvent and make it all happen. Will you play the last song on our list to close this out for tonight? And the name of this song is, Mr. Mention?
It's the same one. I mean, you have the other one from last week.
Number
Let's
3?
Get Hammered.
Yeah, Let's Get Hammered.
I don't think,
That one's
I don't-
got that-
I don't,
that
I
one's
don't
got
think that's
that-
on the CD.
You know what? That one's got that, you were talking about electronica, that,
Yeah.
man, it just gets me. Let's
Yeah,
hopefully
it
find it.
didn't-
We'll close out the show with
It-
that.
I know the first CD didn't carry over to the new computer system we have, so it might not be on there.
Okay.
If not, hey,
Aw, that's-
Will, look up Dreams 2.0. I'll play you my music.
Yeah, there you go.
There you go. There it
Of
is.
course.
Is this you?
Yeah, this is me.
Okay. Well, we can't find the other one. Let's do Dream
Let's hear
2.0. This is, tell them about it.
My DJ name is MCP, as Master Control Program, like in Tron.
MCP.
Yes.
MCPP.
And this was done over the internet. Me and my buddy Brandon, who lives in South Carolina.
No, I'm kidding. Go ahead.
He's an amazing guitar player,
Okay.
and he sent me like 100 tracks for me to engineer and stuff. But I did
wow.
all the music myself. And,
This sounds great, man.
yeah, and we're working on a new song right now. And
This reminds me of like Rainforest.
yeah, it's very relaxing.
And yeah, and you know, it's really amazing how I used to play a lot of that, and that was really my Zen time when
Yeah.
I'd listen to stuff like that. Even Yanni. I mean, you know, I like Yanni's
I do
work.
too.
You like Yanni?
I'm Greek. I have to like Yanni.
You're Greek. I
Yeah.
didn't know that.
Yeah, my last name's Korkovalis.
Yeah. Well, I'm Greek too. I'm Yakimovich.
There you go.
I'm African.
Hey, all our roots come from there, whether people want to admit it or not. But yeah, Yanni is, I mean, he's wonderful music when he was doing all his gigs. I mean, with the orchestras. Wow.
Oh yeah, the Life of
Wow.
the Acropolis was just
Oh,
amazing.
that was an amazing, yeah. But this sounds great,
I
man.
appreciate it. Yeah, a lot of people. I play it for a lot of people on their shows. They're like, play it again, play it again. I'm like, okay. I'm getting more exposure for that than I am
like it.
my profession.
No, hey, it's all your profession, man. It's
Yeah.
all good.
You know, that's the beauty about America. And I was listening to President Obama the other day. And, you know, the true America is when you get all the opportunity and you make use of it.
Agreed.
It's a land of dream for real.
Yep, for real.
Because if
Well, he said today.
you can be a multi-broke person today.
Yeah.
And by tonight, you're a multi-millionaire.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
America.
You know
I
what
like that system.
You know what he said today that I thought was great, and I thought everybody needed to hear it? He said, because he was talking about the immigration reform, and he said these words. He said, I can't do it verbatim, but he said something like this. He said, unless you're Native American, we all immigrated from
That's
somewhere
right.
to here, which is a fact.
That's right.
That is a fact.
We know that.
So getting down on immigrants is like the wrong thing to do because
We're all immigrants.
we're all immigrants and from all over the world that came here for a common goal of
But
freedom and
I
happiness,
have to tell you,
for pursuit of happiness.
I've been there, done that. It's not easy. And the system do not make it easy for you to become.
Well, that's what he's trying to change.
Yeah.
And
People like
I have been
yourself,
through it. Like I
people
said, I
like
have been
people
through it
that
myself,
like
so-
okay, if I have family that's overseas and they have something to offer coming to America, well, why shouldn't they come here? They're my family.
You know,
I've been
I
here
mean-
paying taxes, doing my gigs, so why shouldn't they be able to come? I agree.
The fact of it is that, you know,
I'm digging this, Adam.
if the American people know what immigration and the immigrants go through
Oh,
to become citizens,
I know.
you know, they would look at it at a different.
I mean, I
definitely,
personally had that experience with my ex-wife, so
This
Yeah,
is
it was
very
great.
beautiful music.
yeah, it
I
is.
appreciate it.
Yeah, you got to cut us a CD, man.
Oh, sure.
Yeah,
I'd love that. Yeah.
it's a very, you know, kickback
Yeah.
in the garden while the water running. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah. A little bit of medicine.
You know, I mean,
This is medicine in itself, but yeah, very soothing. Well, I'll tell you what, folks, we thank you very much for tuning in on this fine Tuesday night
yes.
on How Did We Get Here on TalkSlamRadio.com.
Thanks
and
for
that is
having
the Talk WAD Network. Adam, thank you very much for being on the show. Mr. Mention, of course, as always, having a blast. Yeah!
Rastafari. I'm say,
There you
give
go.
thanks and praises.
Yeah.
always.
Peace, love, happiness, folks. We'll see you next Tuesday night, 9:30. Chill. Peace. Out.
That was fun.
And you got a lot of stuff to talk about. Look at you back on again. Yeah, I didn't know you were hot.
That's what you really want. Alright. I'm here to please. She said she feel violated, and she said she really like